Beyond the Gates time. Let's get into it. So Anita has had enough of Vernon's hovering, okay? She clearly feels smothered. He is super obsessed with just the cancer diagnosis, and Anita needs a moment to herself. So she tells Vernon to please kindly leave the house. Go meet up with Martin. Go do something else because you're stressing me out. So then we see y'all's favorite cat. Oh my God, my note just says cat, cat, cat. Insufferable. First, she goes to Nicole to complain about what she saw last night at the bar. Last I checked, Nicole was Cat's mama. Why are you judging your mom based on what she was wearing? She even said she was in her video vixen era, which is tea because we know Nicole used to be a video vixen. But Cat is just so bothered, and Nicole just basically pays her no mind. So Kat takes her special brand of misery over to the estate to whine and cry to Anita about how Nicole's out here being a vixen, and I don't like what she was wearing, and I don't like the fact that she's dating all these men. And Anita was like, basically, why are you so focused on everyone and everything else when you have good things going on in your life? How about you focus on that? But Anita does agree to chat with Nicole about it. I would never. Then we see Kat go over to Orphe Jeans, and she's still ranting and raving about this and that. June happens to be her server, and June gives her some real talk, and this is why I bang with June. So June lets Kat just vent and vent, and June's like, well, I hear a lot of eyes. Maybe the problem is you. Ooh. So June has to go wait some other tables, and then she comes back, and she just shares her story with her and her sister Regina and how they had a bad relationship because, you know, June gave away her kids and Regina did not like that. But they have since reconciled, and June gives her some real advice. She tells Kat, you know, you'll never know when you need your sister, so don't slam that door so hard that you could never open it. So Kat is just left there stuck. I'm glad somebody gave her to her raw because I'm sick of her. And let's see if she will actually listen. Now, I'm not saying her and Eva got to be friends, but the way that Kat is allowing Eva to live rent-free in her mind, and she is giving miserable, and I am tired of it. So we see Naomi and Jacob at Orphe Jeans as well. I think they're having breakfast. They're just talking about everything. Naomi mentions how she's doing research on cancer, and Jacob's like, why? You don't have the gene. Now, sir, she could still do research. Her family members have the gene, and her grandmother has cancer. And that's exactly what Naomi says. She deflects by saying she is researching on behalf of Danny, but she's really looking for herself. Naomi still has not come clean with Jacob about her diagnosis of the BRCA gene because she is worried about his undercover case, and she wants him focused. Naomi heads out, and Elon comes in, and he just has second guesses, or he's second guessing himself about appointing Jacob to go undercover because he's afraid for his son. Jacob does not take kindly to that. He feels like he always has to prove himself, and so he huffs off out of Orphe Jeans, and that's when Marcel comes in, and Marcel tells Elon that he will keep his ears open and listen out for anything that he hears in the streets about the impaler, and he will pass on anything that he hears to Jacob. But in general, Marcel is ready to sail off into the sunset with Sheila, and so let's see if he will really help Jacob out because we know he don't like him. Leslie overhears that Ted is purchasing an abundance of roses for people, and she just automatically assumes that he is buying early Valentine's Day roses for her and Eva. Wrong. He lets her know it's for Shanise, and what does Leslie do? Head right over to Garland. Leslie happens to be there when Shanise gets her roses, and she just cannot help herself but to go over and antagonize Shanise. Leslie was just like, oh, when my Teddy, Weddy, and me got together for the first time, he sent me a single rose, and ooh, He just knows what to do. Ugh. So they have a little exchange, and Shanise is kind of not paying her any mind. Leslie heads out. Shanise drops some papers, and she bends down to pick them up. Nicole happens to be walking through the halls, and she's like, oh, these lovely flowers. Whoever receives these is lucky. And then she starts reminiscing about when she and Ted were together. Like this was basically something that he does after he is intimate with women. So Shanise hears this, and I'm just like, oh my God, please don't cause any problems. But then Ted comes in, and they chat, and Shanise makes a quick little jab like, oh, I heard this is your signature from your other women. But that does not deter them, and they have made plans to meet up later tonight. Oh, but this meddling Leslie paid someone at the hotel $100 to get into Ted's room, and she done planted some panties under the pillow. She is doing everything in her power to break up Ted and Shanise, and I will not stand for it. Now, look, Leslie, I don't have no real problem with you. You are entertaining, but stop it. Smitty comes dragging into the house in the morning, and Martin thought he was in the spare bedroom the whole time. But Smitty's been out all night chasing this case along with Jacob, but nobody knows that. So, yes, Jacob and Smitty are working in secret on this impaler blood plasma ring. And Martin just wants to make sure that Smitty promises to be safe, which he does say he will, but we will see what happens with that, because I feel like something major is going to come up, and I hope it doesn't end in Smitty or Jacob getting hurt, but I don't know. So then Martin meets up with Vernon at the club, and they are talking about the campaign, and Vernon tells Martin, Anita put me out, and Martin's like, what? But then he just explains that Vernon explains how he's been going overboard on the cancer research and being a caregiver, and Anita just needs a little bit of space. And Martin just wants Vernon to be real about everything that's happening, and he just basically wants Vernon to know that he is there for him, and he could talk to him about anything. So as promised, Anita talks to Nicole. First, they start talking about outfits, like kind of tongue-in-cheek, whatever. But the real reason Anita has asked Nicole over is that she is preparing. She's putting a binder together with plans that are very clearly laid out, so that if the worst unfortunately happens, everybody will be prepared. And this is really why she sent Vernon away, because she knows that Vernon just cannot handle this right now. And Anita is just trying to have some peace. She's trying to be prepared. And she basically wants Nicole to step up as the matriarch. The matriarch, if God forbid something happens. And Nicole absolutely agrees. So yeah, that was basically it for today. Not a lot of drama, but solid nonetheless. We got a lot of good storytelling. I am excited to see the aftermath of what happened with Bill and Haley yesterday, because that was funny. And I just thought we would see a little bit of that today, but we didn't. So maybe tomorrow.